Something is definitely going on here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. On stream, I found a little postcard at the range here on Hirschfelden, and I was trying to figure out what it was. I didn't make really much of a inference from it. I didn't really know what was going on. But then ZaggyDK came out with a video where he found two of those postcards on Layton. And those were definitely not there. Like, they were in the outpost. The range I could understand, because, like, I don't go there very often. But in the outposts, that would just be too obvious. And there's another here in the outpost on this table. I've been to this outpost quite a lot. Here on the map, this is where I like to hunt bison. I know I would have seen this if it was here. So something's going on. There's some kind of hint or whatever.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey! What the hell are you doing here?
I'm trying to... There's
What?
postcards.
Don't look at my stuff.
Okay,
I
I'm
placed it
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry.
Get out. Thank you. Close the door after you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'll get it.
Why were you looking at this, though?
Well,
What do you think it means?
where did you go? Oh, hey.
I'm inside. But anyway, now that you're here, what do you think this means? I've been looking at it quite a few times, and I've seen a lot of people in our comment sections has been wondering what this is.
I don't know. It really seems to me as if they might be trying to hint at something. They're known for doing that in Classic. They've hinted a lot of stuff through, like, items. So I wonder if they're trying to hint at maybe the next map, or maybe they're throwing us off by showing us just a picture of a scenery.
It does seem to be a bit of lavender, a bit of trees, and there is some kind of mountains in the background. What do you think it could be then?
Well, I can see it if we are going from the standpoint of a map. I could see it being like Vaudois from the Hunter Classic. It's got a pretty similar look to that, so like French Alps kind of thing.
So, do you want to go and check out Vaudois?
We could do that.
Let's go. So, we've made it to the French Alps. What are we gonna do?
We are gonna jump in the brand new Jeep here in the Hunter Classic and take a ride around and see what the terrain's like.
So, in terms of species, if we're getting a map like this, what do you think we're gonna get in the Hunter Call of the Wild?
If they are going off the model here in Classic, we would be looking at red fox, red deer, and brown bear, and roe deer as being the species that we already have. The new ones would be ibex, European rabbit, and rock ptarmigan. So a lot of people have wanted small game, like a lot more small game. I think that would satisfy a lot of those people, while also having one of the fan favorites, red deer, and one of my personal favorites in this game, the alpine ibex.
But do you really think they would make a complete reintroduction of a map we already have again in Call of the Wild? Like we have the Hirschfelden already, so it's pretty much just going to be replicating this, I suppose.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about Hirschfelden is that it's got the entire region from Classic on the map and much more. So we could see like this entire map and then also a lot more added on, maybe some other species that could fit on the map. I've been told quite often by viewers that wild boar would be a species they'd like to see here in Classic on Vaudois, so maybe that's something we could see as well. There's a lot of options.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I suppose even something like lynx could actually fit in here as well, if that would be a thing.
That could be interesting.
I hear we upgraded the engine. No, it doesn't say anything anymore.
Indeed.
But yeah, I'm definitely sure that this could be a viable thing, because it makes sense with the flowers we see in the picture and with the trees as well, I suppose. But if I gotta be honest, I don't think we're heading to Europe for the new map, if it is a new map.
Oh?
I honestly think they would introduce a North American map before they put another European map in there. So I do believe we're gonna be looking into something in the Rockies. I really believe that we're gonna be dealing with a map in the Rocky Mountains. And we have something quite similar here in Classic, so do you want to go to Timbergold?
I think we should do that.
This was more of what I expected when I saw that picture. Mountains, trees, and well, we kind of missed the lavender, but the thing with this place is that this is fall in the Hunter Classic, which it's not gonna be in Call of the Wild by the looks of it. But what kind of animals can we expect here? I have one very clear favorite, and I want it in the game. I've wanted it since the 1st of April. Mountain lion. But To be honest, don't know if it's gonna happen. I would love to see it. Do you have any great ideas what could be the thing?
Well, everyone knows that I want Pronghorn in the game, and I do think they could fit in that type of environment if they had like a mountainous area and a lower plains, which with the size of the maps is a possibility, so that would be my vote.
It's really not a bad thing, and I know a lot of people in the community want mule deer as well, and I do expect that to be a thing in a map like this. And one of the species that we also could expect to see, especially if it's gonna be like this with the mountains, is this one, the Bighorn Sheep.
Yeah, I think that could be a new favorite for a lot of people. They're a pretty unique species with the huge horns they tote around on their heads.
I'm expecting you to do a very nice shot on that thing, because I don't think I can shoot them.
Does that suffice?
I think so. But the Bighorn Sheep could be amazing. We could also probably expect to see some kind of bird on the map, which would be a ptarmigan, I think. And I do believe there would be a spot for the Rocky Mountain elk as well. Do we miss anything?
We do have gray wolves here in Classic, and wolves are another animal that is really, really frequently requested by the community that I think a lot of people would love to see, and they would fit in the environment. They are one of the only species that interact with other species here in Classic, so if they added some sort of feature such as that, that could be quite cool as well.
Definitely. But all in all, this is probably going to be the animals we would see if it is going to be like this. Now, a thing I would like to do is to ask you guys out there, do you think we're onto something here with our 2 suggestions, or is it going to be something completely different? Leave your suggestions down in the comments below, and please tell us a little bit about why you think it's going to be like that. Actually, there is one other species that I do believe we could be lucky enough to find here as well, which would be the Grizzly Bear.
Oh my god, it's right here. Help.
What? Hey!
I
What are you
would have
shooting
looked that bear that was 2 feet away.
Oh. I don't see it.
It's literally
Oh,
right
it's
here.
right here. Speaking of the bears, that is actually one of the species that we kind of forgot to mention, but they do definitely fit in this environment as well.
They do, and that would be the 3rd species of bear added to Call the Wild, so I think that would also be a welcome addition. But back to Call the Wild, where this video started. So what do you guys think about all this? Like, what are they hinting at? It's nearly got to be something, because these postcards were not here. There's yet another one up here in Mullerwald, pretty much the top right outpost. And I was looking at it a little more closely. Like, it's hard to get a really clear view, but those trees, I feel like maybe could be important. Unfortunately, when you get the binoculars, you don't really get a crisp view. But I don't know enough about any individual environments to identify that. But if anybody does, I'd love to know what you guys think. As Zaggy said earlier, put your comments below as to what you think it is and some explanation as to why. And if you've not seen Zaggy's video on the new map already, I've posted it on the community tab and it'll be in the description below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.